Here are the three biggest things that helped me get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube in under 3 months. Let's get into it. I'm going to share them with you here. I'm not just lying. I'm not just saying this. I know this is a new account, but here you can look at my other account. I got my analytics there. I got them there. Wait, I think I got another setup there. And then right there too. Okay, but anyway, now that we've covered that, now that I've got the, the proof of the pudding out of the way. Let me tell you how I did it. Let me tell you how you could do it. And let me tell you why it is extremely, extremely easy, especially right now. Content creation is not oversaturated. The only difference from now, when we'll say like COVID era, is that content consumerism is a lot more like they're looking for high quality, because there's been a lot of content out in the last 5-10 years, so people know the difference between high quality and bad quality content. And when you have the option, obviously you're going to choose high quality content. So that brings me to my first point. Invest in some equipment. It doesn't have to be high quality. And you can see the microphone. My phone's sitting on a tripod. Altogether, I think I've got $100 in equipment with some lights and stuff. But it helps me live stream. It helps you guys hear me. Helps keep my phone at a good angle. It helps hold it for my portrait videos. It just helps for everything. It makes my videos much more high quality. Number two, and I don't know, everybody gets scared when they hear the word edit, but you're going to have to learn how to edit. It's not hard. Most things have a tutorial on YouTube. For the most part, if you see a video and you go, oh, hey, I think I can make a video like that and I want to do it, there's a lot of different ways to get it done. And especially if you use like a free software like Canva, not sponsored, but maybe one day. Beside the point, free software like Canva, that's what I use. I've taught myself how to edit through YouTube tutorials and through just messing around on there. You can figure it out and put out content that people are going to want to see. You're going to want to have, B-roll footage. You're going to want to have other footage of just you then talking in front of the camera, which is most of what I've done to get to 1,000 subscribers. But I think to grow beyond that, to grow into a recognized YouTube partner, a recognized YouTube creator, you should learn how to do some editing, learn how to make some high quality videos, and learn how to make them engaging, make them interesting. If you don't capture your audience attention in the first 3 seconds, and then you don't reiterate capturing their attention every 30 seconds, you'll lose them. So those are my first two big tips. But here comes the biggest one, the biggest thing that's helped me grow. And this is going to actually kind of come into how you post, what you post, and that sort of thing. So I started my account with shorts. It was solely, I was taking the shorts that I had on TikTok and posting them over to YouTube, and they did all right. I grew to like 100 subscribers. It didn't get anything crazy. So what am I going to do? I'm trying to grow. I want to gain subscribers. So my next step was start making videos. I wanted to start putting out some long form content. I make mechanics content. So I started putting out some like how-to tutorials and some like blog podcast content just like this, where me just talking to a camera, talking about the automotive industry, talking about electric cars, talking about a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to link that right here if you want to check it out. It's a pretty cool podcast, pretty cool playlist to just talk about the ins and outs of the automotive industry from a mechanic's perspective. But beside the point, that's what I do, and there's a lot of people that are interested in that. That's definitely a niche. I've chosen a niche. The automotive industry chosen a specific niche in it, which is auto repair, fabrication, mechanics, and I've kind of found that community of people. I post and cater to that community of people. The content that I make is mostly for males 20 to 60. So that's like 95% of my audience. So I always bear that in mind when I'm creating videos for that audience, because that's the audience that I'm catering to. That's the audience that consumes my content. So always have that in mind. Always have your audience in mind. And then moving on to that, don't change yourself for your audience. Your audience wants to see you. That's why they watch you. So you want to be genuine. You want to be authentic. You want to be real. For me, I try to be a good person. I've been through a lot. I had a lot of childhood trauma, so it's like I want to help other people. I want to make other people's days better. My goal every single day is just to help at least one person. It's always been that, and I love that. That's what I do. But knowing that, I want to put that out. I want to put that out into the world. I want to help others, and I make sure that I bring that across on a camera. Whether like if somebody's having a bad day and they come in with a hate comment, I always respond positively. I always respond optimistically. I always respond with love, because I don't think there's enough love in this world, and I don't believe in hate. So That's a big thing to me. Be authentic, be genuine. If you're the opposite, let's say you're a rage baiter and you want to make people hate on you to get attention, be that person. But if you decide to be that person, then you have to always be that person. You have to stay that. So it's tough. You got to figure out who you are, figure out what you want, figure out what your passion is, figure out what you like, and then learn everything that you can about it and learn how to provide values to other about it, which is kind of what I'm doing here. I kind of want to share with others how I have made it to YouTube partner, how I've gotten there, and or you could do it too. So yeah. Anyway, shorts. I go from shorts to long form content. That got me to about 350, 400 subscribers. Not doing bad. So then I had the bright idea, which I still do it. I love doing it, but live streaming my work over my shoulder. So as I stated, sorry, I'm gonna leave that in there. I don't edit out my mess ups, but anyway, sorry. I I'm a professional mechanic and I live stream my work over my shoulder, and that's how I've gotten most of my following and most of my community. And I have like some mods that I found just from people that watch my live stream. I've got a bunch of people that stop in every day just to say hi to me, and like I make sure that when people join in, I say hi. I ask them how their day's going. And it's not just like asking, like I care, I read it, I listen, and then I pay attention. You know, if they come back, oh, hey, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining back in. It's great to see you today. And, you know, like not just saying that stuff, be genuine, feel it, mean it. And, you know, people will recognize that and they'll feel it and they'll come with it. That's how I've built my community. I've got a lot of people that love watching me, that are ecstatic to see my live streams. So something that, yeah, something that I highly recommend is just being authentic, being genuine, and posting different forms of content. You know, whether it's clips, whether it's long form content, whether it's live streams. Lots of people consume content differently. So try to get your face on every different level of content consumption. That way, when somebody sees your face here and then they see it again here, they may not click on your video till the sixth time they see your face, because now you've got a reputation built in their mind. They've seen your face 6 times. Oh, well, this guy probably knows what he's talking about. So you want to get yourself seen and heard on all levels. But at the same time, you have to be providing value at all of those levels, because if you're not, then just being seen and being heard, nobody's going to care what you have to say if you're not providing any value. But anyway, that's how I did it. I'm going to be making a series kind of just like on a walkthrough of how you could do it too. If you have any questions, please drop in the comments.